A group of college kids over at table 9 snickered, their eyes darting toward the jagged scar that cut across her wrist. One of them pretended to slice his own throat, and the rest erupted into fresh laughter. Her breath caught for a moment, but she forced herself to keep moving. Then, from the far corner of the diner, a chair scraped back hard against the floor. She didn't realize it yet, but within 30 seconds her life was about to change, because the man who rose wasn't just some random customer. He was a decorated veteran, and he wasn't about to let it slide. Emma had been working at Benny's diner for 2 years now, serving coffee and pancakes to regulars who barely noticed her presence. The scar on her wrist, a relic of a past she refused to explain. The service ribbons pinned to her vest, a silent honor for a brother who never made it back home. She'd grown used to the stares, the whispers, the way people either fixated on her scars or pretended she wasn't there at all. But today was different. The laughter sliced through the diner like a blade. Emma clenched her jaw, her hands steady as she poured coffee, refusing to give them a reaction. Then came a voice, low, dangerous. "You got a problem, son?" Every head turned. At a corner booth, an older man in army uniform stood, his steely gaze fixed on the laughing college kids. The patch on his chest carried the name Kane. The soldiers sitting with him simply called him Sir. One of the students smirked. "What, you her bodyguard or something?" Colonel Kane didn't even blink. "No, but I know what that scar means." His eyes flicked to Emma's wrist. "And I know she earned hers the same way I earned mine." Silence spread. A younger veteran with a prosthetic arm pushed back his chair. "You laugh at her scars. You're laughing at mine, too." Another soldier, his jaw marked by a burn scar, stood. "And mine." One by one, every veteran in the diner rose to their feet. Emma's breath caught. For years, she'd hidden, swallowed the shame, let the world treat her as if she were broken. But these men, these soldiers, they saw her. Truly saw her. And they weren't going to let her face this alone. The college kid's smirk faded as his eyes darted around at the sea of hardened faces. "Look, man, I didn't mean, you think scars are funny?" Colonel Kane's voice was ice. "Then let me tell you what hers means." Emma's pulse thundered in her ears. No one knew. No one could know. But the colonel kept going. Another college kid scoffed, folding his arms. "Yeah, and what's her story? She a war hero or something?" Kane's jaw tightened. "That scar?" He nodded toward Emma's wrist. "Cartel territory. Barbed wire. She tore through it, dragging a wounded Marine to safety while their patrol got shredded." The diner went silent. Emma's breath caught, not with shame, but with defiance. She hadn't spoken about that night in years. She never wanted the pity or the whispers. But now, her shoulders squared as she met the kid's widening eyes. "His name was Corporal Jake Rivera," she said, her voice steady. "And I'd do it again." The smirk vanished. The veterans didn't clap or cheer. They only nodded once. A silent respect only they could understand. Emma turned back to the coffee pot, but this time she didn't hide her wrist. Colonel Kane caught her eye. "You ever think about re-enlisting?" She smirked as she poured his refill. "Who says I'm out?" And for the first time in years, she wore her scars without shame. They weren't weakness. They were proof that she had fought and survived. If this story moved you, hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.